No regrets, no bad steps, no wrong steps. I can't get it wrong. I'm never going to get it done. The reason that it's not ever wrong is because it's never done. I'm in the right place at the right time. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. Let's take it further. Source adores me. Source adores me. My inner being adores me. I am so loved. I am so loved. Look at this planet spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets. Things are so working out for us. Oh, they keep telling us something's going to hit us. They keep telling us we're going to go out of orbit. They keep telling us that things are going wrong, but things are always working out for us. They keep telling us that the drought's going to come and it's never going to rain again. And now we're on the streets in our boat. Things are always working out. Things are always working out. I could smooth the flow out by trusting that more. I could smooth the flow out. I could have less flood and less drought. I could smooth the abundance out. I could allow things to come to me more smoothly. I could smooth out my path of least resistance. I could make it lesser and lesser resistance. It's so that when I have an idea of something I want, it can come to me swiftly and speedily. It doesn't have to take as long as it is. It's all right that it does. You see what we're getting at? And aren't these words calming and reassuring? And couldn't you find them if you wanted to? And don't you want to?
Yes.
Don't you want to really know that things are always working out for me? So someone says, how did you get to where you are? Tell me about yourself. And you say, instead of no, you could say, things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. What do you mean? Oh, it's too long of a story to tell. I'm just a thriver. I'm just a thriver. I think I may be the most blessed person on the planet. Things are always working out for me. How'd you get there? Don't know, but I'm glad I'm here. It happened so gradually, I can't even remember. It just seems like for a really long time I've been thriving. I don't really like to see you thriving that much because I'm not thriving. Things are always working out for you too. Things are always working out for all of us. Oh yeah, well I don't see that. A lot of people don't, but then they don't thrive. Do you mean to tell me? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean to tell you. Things are always working out for us. Things are always working out for us. And to the degree that we know that and trust that and relax into that, then things do work out for us. How'd you get there? Well, I surrendered. I stopped trying to prove my worthiness. I just accepted it. I stopped trying to defend my position. I just held it. I stopped trying to explain myself to those who cannot hear my explanation. That's big.
Yeah.
Mother, I don't think that you're going to understand, so I'm just not going to explain myself. Starts early, doesn't it? Yeah. My inner being is my dominant partner of alignment. There are a lot of things you can't say to most people. They're not going to hear it. So you've got to go general. Happiness is my nature. I feel like I'm supposed to feel good. I sure like feeling good. I would so much rather feel good than not, wouldn't you? Well, yeah. Wouldn't everybody? Yes. Everybody would rather feel good. And I believe we all can feel good. It's just a matter of focus. Do you mean under any condition, you mean you can feel good no matter what? Yes. Well, what about that? I don't look at that. Well, then you can't feel good under any circumstance. No, I'm unconditionally happy. I don't focus at conditions that are awful and expect to feel good. That doesn't seem smart. I focus upon conditions that are wonderful and then I feel good. Oh, so you've got your head in the sand. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm focusing on things that feel good. Because feeling good seems to be why things are always working out for me. Because I've given up the struggle, I've given up the battle, I've given up the blame. That's a big one. I've given up the blame, given up the guilt. That's even bigger. Given up the guilt. How'd you get there? I don't know. I'm just here. I'm just here. Well, explain to me how you got there. Really don't want to. I might go back. Just moving forward, living happily ever after. Happily ever after. Not happily before, happily ever after. Happily ever after. I'm living happily ever after. Yeah. since every subject is two subjects, wanted and lack of wanted, if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would be certain that we were on the good feeling end of the stick before we would become more specific, as in visualization, or more specific as in affirmation. Okay. Do your affirming from your state of alignment, and do your visualization from your state of alignment. Don't use either one to try to get into alignment, because it will backfire on you.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. You recognize that, don't you? And in simple terms, you could call it just trying too hard. Right. Trying to compensate for how I really feel with words and action.
As you were talking, something that occurred to me is that it's almost like, you know, having the issue disappear would be kind of a pat on the back. Oh, well, there, you did the right things.
Validation.
Like validation, being right.
But that justification and validation, here's the thing. This is the piece that is new to this discussion, that is the piece that all of you are looking for. Yeah. If you can let the validation, if you need it, and it's all right, if you can let it be the emotional response, then you can get there fast and you can stay there long. If you need the validation to be the all the way manifest, in other words, let's look at this vibration of desire that you want to turn into a full-fledged manifestation that you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch. But if you're needing that too soon in the game, you can't get there. If you can let the good feeling be what you're looking for, you can get there fast and you can maintain that long. And once you get the hang of that, then the rest must follow. But if you demand this before you've got this, if you demand the manifestation, if you demand the changed condition before you've got the unconditioned, which is what we're calling the emotion, then you don't get there. Did you follow that? So let us just ask you some questions. Is it easier for you, from where you stand right now, to deposit $10 million in your bank, or to find a thought that feels good around the subject of prosperity? Which is easier, the emotion or the manifestation?
The emotion.
Which is likely to happen this afternoon?
The emotion.
The emotion or the manifestation?
The emotion.
So what we want you to hear from us is, if you can make the emotion the big deal that it is, if you can make it the prize, because it represents connection to all of the resources, if you can let that be what you're reaching for, because you can get it now, 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 you can get so good that you can stay pretty steadily there all the time. And when you're not, it's not a big deal. You know you can get back there. You can become expectant of feeling good. And when you are expectant of feeling good, then those manifestations will follow. So here's the trap that you think we just put you in. If you need the change in the condition in order to feel good, it's slow in coming, if ever. If you can feel good anyway, then the condition will come. Well, Abraham, do you want us to have the condition or not? Yes. We want you to have the condition. We want you to have the full-blown manifestation. Yes, yes, yes. We're just telling you how to get it.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 we want you to have the physical improvement. Yes, we want you to have big piles of money. Yes, we want you to have all of those manifestations. We just want you to find the uncondition of it first. Then the condition must follow. But if the condition must be before it is, now you're looking right at the lack of it. So what's the vibration that you're offering? The lack of it. But when you're finding the emotion of it, what you're looking at? The fullness of it. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
It's big. It's what deliberate creating is. It's the difference between those masters that you have revered in all subjects. Those who accomplish the things that you are wanting to accomplish have discovered this. And it feels like a paradox to you. It feels like a contradiction. It sounds like we're saying, if you don't want it, then you'll get it. But that's not what we're saying at all, because your desire is in place. So what we're saying is, if you can surrender your resistance of your desire, then it must come. If you say, I want it so bad it hurts, that's not a good sign.